We back. Hey boy. Ain't better, better, ain't better, better, ain't better, better, better.
It is my pleasure. This is very exciting. Thank you for having me.
We back.
Chris is a huge sports fan, a huge Pablo fan, huge Matthew and Cody fan. Very excited to be here with Matthew and Cody. And my background is, as you said, Cody, mostly in animation. I've worked my whole career in animation, whether it's on the kids side of things, working on a lot of DreamWorks, Nickelodeon stuff early in my career, like Penguins of Madagascar and Kung Fu Panda, and lots of great stuff there. And then on the adult comedy side of things, I worked for many years for Seth Green, who is the creator of Robot Chicken, and we did a lot more like adult comedy stuff that maybe a little risque for the backyard.
That's right.
And but in all of that, I've had the good fortune of working on really big IP. And so my job at Playground is to help shepherd Lindsay's vision, right? Which is a very ambitious vision. As anyone that's met Lindsay, heard Lindsay, or read articles about Lindsay, she is not playing around, and she has an expansive vision. So my job at a franchise level is to make sure that all of the stuff we make and want to make meets the standards, the great standards that these original games established, and even exceeds if we can. So it's really fun because I get to touch all parts of the brand, from product that you might see on shelves to the game to what we do in animation and beyond. So it's massive honor to get to be part of this franchise.
You could check it out on YouTube. And, Chris, like your perspective on just adapting such a beloved retro title in animation from the 90s and 2000s to current day, like walk me through that.
Yeah, I mean, in my career, I've had the opportunity to develop a lot of video games and just develop IP for TV and or features. And what was cool about Backyard immediately was it's a really fun game, but it's an amazing world of characters, and it's fully realized and it's rich and clearly humongous. And the amazing team there poured so much love into all little facets of that game. You look at the animation, you look at the voice work, you look at the dialogue, like they loved these kids. And I think Backyard is still relevant today because of all the love they poured in to that IP early. And so when we looked at what we wanted to do and we brought this this world back to life, it was like, man, these characters are so cool. And I can't believe that we get to sort of play in this playground, pun intended, since we're Playground Productions. And we're like, let's like tell stories about these kids. And so we immediately got to work on developing this world. And you get pieces of the world through the game, right? You get all these amazing stadiums, which are named after some of the characters, and some of them are backyards, and some of them are city parks, and some of them, if you're lucky enough to make it to the championship, feel like more than city parks, right? And we wanted to flesh that world out and build that world out. And so animation is a great lane for us to do that. And the special was, something that we had so much fun developing, because we got to go, I'm looking at the clubhouse, but like, what's it like outside the clubhouse? And what's it like if I turned around 180 degrees? Like, what is it behind me in the clubhouse? And you get to start to fill in the gaps, and that's a ton of fun. So. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, we're live here. So can I share that, or do you want to share that? If I can I share it, because I think I'm also sharing my little game screen here. I don't know if I can share two things at once, but
Yeah, go ahead and share your.
I thought it might be fun while we're figuring that out. I just thought it might be fun for people to see sort of some of side by side stuff and some early designs, things like that.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, let's take a look. Go ahead and share that, and I'll get it set up while you're switching what you're sharing. But you can keep talking with a little bit of that process. Like, what did that look like in the beginning when it was first established? We're going to do an animated special.
Well, before we even did the animated special, we did back in August of 2024, we released this short animated piece that culminated in Backyard is Back, right? So it was a journey through the neighborhood, picking up your friends, which is how we think of Backyard, right? Like you think about what this game evokes, it evokes when you were a kid and you're like, I want to go outside and I want to find my friends and play with my friends. And so that original short, we were like, okay, we want to make something. When we say that Backyard is back, we also want to lead with some piece of content, right? And which did really well. And so what we focused on was this, journey to the park, to the ballpark. And then, of course, leading to a pitch. And of course, who's going to be hitting that pitch? Pablo Sanchez. And immediately, in talking to Lindsay, it was like the love she has for this IP is squarely located in 1997, right? Those original designs. Anyone that's a Backyard fan knows this. The brand went through many iterations, right? Eventually, it went to 3D, but we loved that original design language. So we started there, and then that became the gospel of Backyard. What do we want to take from those original designs, and how much of that can we keep while still making this feel modern and fresh, and put our own stamp on it, right? Which is what makes this fun for us too. So that's kind of how the journey started. Which is, what is True North? True North is Humongous Entertainment's original inspiration, and all those great designers that made Pablo sticky, makes you love him all these years later, and Kenny and Keisha and Stephanie and Ahmed and everybody.
That's so good.
So yeah.
Now, when it came to like the the world building, like what were some of the first things you were like, I've got to include this, or you wanted to see more of this for Chris as a fan?
I mean, first and foremost, I think it was the neighborhood. It was like, what neighborhood produced these amazing kids? And I grew up in a relatively small town. Seth used to always make fun of me because it's an incorporated city. It's not a town, but I like to call it a small town. Very Midwest vibes, even though it was on the West Coast. And I grew up where both my parents worked. I got to just roam the town and the city with my friends and ride our bikes everywhere, skateboard everywhere. And I feel like that's the kind of place that this is. So it was really building out the world and being like, what's in between all these parks? Where do these kids live when they're not playing? I'm as interested in that as when they're playing games, right? Especially in storytelling. It's like, all right, not every story about Backyard needs to be about the games themselves, right? And you saw that in the special. It was like, all right, we want to frame the episode around a game, but really what we want to know is like, where do these kids live? And so we developed a story that will allow us to explore that. Oh, Stephanie's lost her gum. We got to go find it. That means we're going to have to go to a lot of different places in town. And so this was our way of being like, let's introduce the town as much as we can and start to give people a sense of the scale of the world, and what neighborhood produced these kids that these fans love. So that's what we did.
That's so good. Okay, so I think our Canva pulled up, so I'll be able to scroll through this a little bit for us. So let's see if chat's getting this okay. But this should be where we want.
I'm reading some of these comments, and it looks like Backyard Sports Center has a theory that there are portals created by Clanky Inc., and that's why the kids all have different accents and fields. I love it, man.
That's incredible. And we've got Matthew, our head of marketing, with us on audio right now, so you may hear him chime in. But Chris, yeah, take us away on this little journey here visually, and I'll get through the pages with you.
Cool. Yeah. Well, here we have the clubhouse, which we were so excited to introduce, both in the special and then later when we announced the brand new Backyard Baseball, which comes back July 9th, which I'm sure everyone has wishlisted, but if you haven't, go wishlist it. So it was like, well, look, we have clues, right? We know there's windows with no glass, and we know there's a ladder, and we know there's presumably a big tree that the clubhouse is in, but we didn't have anything telling us exactly what that clubhouse looked like from the outside. And so we quickly got to work on developing that exterior view. And then if we jump to the next slide, we can take a look at our little Pablo here. And so starting in that upper left, that's the vision of the image of Pablo from his baseball card from the game. And what we loved about Pablo and just the overall design language of the original Backyard was this cute meets cool, right? It's these kids all are just screaming with personality, and they all have their quirks. And it's one thing to look at an image and be like, yeah, I like that. But until you start to try to recreate it, that's what kind of forces you to go, okay, what's the essence of this character, right? So you can see in some of these early explorations, we started to look at like what's the thing that makes Pablo Pablo, right? It's definitely the immediate things that you notice first, right? It's the belly, it's the hat, it's the cute button eyes, it's the giant smile, right? But if you get those proportions wrong, pretty quickly he can look too old, right? And then as he looks too old, maybe that belly starts to look more like a crop top that he's wearing, and it's no longer becomes cute, right? It becomes a little strange. And so that's really that original journey there, was figuring out like how do we what's the essence of Pablo? And I think if we, so you could see again some of those explorations there. Color is obviously a big part of it too. If we jump to the next slide. Oh, by the way, that upper right was like one of the first sketches that we ever did, and that is now tattooed on my arm. And I'm not even the only one in the company that has that tattoo. So,
Matthew, you want to get matching tattoos with Chris or Pablo?
Yeah, Matthew, how many home runs do I have to hit with Kenny for you to get a tattoo right now, today?
I'm afraid to set a number because I've seen what you can do in the demo, and I know you'll hit it. But
not with Kenny. Not with Kenny.
Chris, I want to ask you, and this is the voice of the announcer here, but not Sonny, not Vinny. You said something that I think is super interesting, which is what makes Pablo Pablo. And there's something interesting in there too, which is like what makes the backyard, because Pablo, we're showing Pablo here, but this isn't the only exploration you had to do. And it's not just characters that you had to explore it with. You had to do it for fields, for the world building. And I'm curious if, how you expand on what is the spirit of the backyard that tells you when you see Pablo on here, like that's him.
Yeah. I think the spirit of the backyard is play. And I think that the reason Pablo is as beloved as he isn't just because he's an incredible athlete, which he is, greatest athlete of all time, probably. But I think what makes Pablo beloved is I think he reminds us of the joy of play. And Pablo always looks relaxed, right? He walks up, he is confident. What's the first thing you think about when you think about Pablo batting? It's that It's that little hand, that little timeout call. We're working on Pablo's time there. Like Pablo's going to dig in. He's going to get ready. He's not in a rush, and he certainly doesn't seem that stressed. And I think he plays with a looseness and a joy that makes him really attractive as not just as an athlete, but as a kid. You're just like, yeah, that's what play is about. It's not being self-conscious. It's not worrying about what other people think of you. Someone in the comments just said, maybe it's a hand-me-down shirt. I love that, Lore. I'm gonna adopt that. Like, is this a hand-me-down shirt? Maybe, or maybe a shirt that he got, the outgrew. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care if his belly's hanging out. Like, he's just here to play. And so that is, to me, the central idea of the backyard. It's a place where you can be a kid and where you can play. And if you can play all the time and you can be a kid, then it's probably a place that feels pretty safe. And so there is an idealism to the world, right? And that's why, you probably noticed if you've watched the special, you don't see a lot of adults, right? This is a very kid POV world. It's a world built around play. And so that, I guess that would be my answer, Matthew, is just his spirit of play.
It's such a great answer. And I've heard you say before, Pablo plays with a swagger, but not with an arrogance. And really, he just wants to play. And that is one of the many things that makes this approach so interesting. The previous slide that we just looked at has one of the many subtle details that I love about the treehouse is that it says kids only. And I think what you just described with backyard being kind of a state of mind, especially for so many millennial fans that are here that grew up with it, is that's us. We still meet that qualification for that sign. And the way that Pablo plays is one just cool emblematic way that shows up in the game. And this exploration is just so cool too, to see all the bizarro Pablos and possible Pablos and Pablos that never were, but we found our Pablo, and it's defined as much as how he shows up as it is how he looks.
Yeah, and while we're on this slide, and we can go, want to give a huge shout out to Nick Wynn. Nick was the first designer we brought in. I loved Craig of the Creek. I don't know if there's any other Craig of the Creek fans in the chat, but that's, Nick was one of the character designers on that show, and that show shares, I think it's like a cousin of Backyard Sports, in that that creek was like their backyard, right? And so Nick has done such an incredible job. We've had many designers. Dan Wong is another one, longtime friend of mine and artist I've worked with for years, that have helped us get Backyard to where it's truly back, right? And the fan response has been incredible. So it feels like it's being well received in terms of what we've done. But just wanted to give Nick a plug there. And he's on Instagram. You can go see his amazing work. And he also does Adventure Time comic books and his own books. So definitely check out Nick Wynn.
Thanks for calling.
All right, we can jump to the next slide there, Mr. Cody. So these are some more explorations. And, the really cool thing about what we're doing is we're building a universe, but within that universe, there are different expressions of our characters, right? So we've got that first slide, we got Senor Pablo in 3D. We have him in 2D, which is very much inspired by the original designs. And then this is us really trying to lock him in for the show. And so whenever we're making a show, we do designs, then we do turnarounds, because you got to draw them from all different angles. So you can see there we have front, 3/4 side, profile, 3/4 back, and back. And you can see early on, again, when it came to like exploring the look of Pablo, you go, okay, what's the essence of Pablo? Well, what we figured out pretty quick was like there's almost a 1-to-1 ratio of head to body. And normally when you draw someone, it's like 8-to-1, right? So Pablo has a massive head, and that makes him feel young and like a little kid, right? Kids have big heads and big eyes relative to their face, and then we grow into them. And so you can see there, that one on the left, a little tall, a little lanky, and not quite the right ratio. Also the hat feels like it fits as opposed to feeling oversized, which is another clue that he's just a kid, right? The hat's too big. So these are some fun explorations as we landed um, on Pablo. If his head actually went as high in that little arc to his hat as shown, and he would just have a like cone head. If anyone watched Saturday Night Live, it would just be a cone head.
That's amazing.
Chris, it reminds me, a quick aside, but do you want to tell a quick story about the development of the Pablo mascot? I think the chat has seen him on social. They've seen him show up at the events that we've been at, like PAX East. He'll be making his rounds at all of the activations that we're doing this summer, but it was a bit of an ordeal to actually get him made and look the way that he does.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at this design, a 1-to-1 head ratio, and you go, okay, great, let's throw a body into a costume. What you end up getting is just a a costume that requires almost your entire upper torso to be in Pablo's head to get the proportions right. And so we built this giant puppet, and we had someone go in it, and the head was I think it was like 4.5 feet tall, just the head. And so his waist became Pablo's neck, the performer, and then everything else was below, and all his arms and his whole upper torso was in Pablo's head, like a giant metal frame. And this thing was massive. This thing was like 10 feet tall. It weighed like 100 pounds, 150 pounds, and it needed to be shipped in a crate. And we immediately realized, like, this is the worst. Yes, you saw that, Evan Asser 4412 was at City Field with us. That was the most traumatizing day, man. It was like wet, and I was in a dark little corner of City Field trying to build Pablo's hat, which was like a tent. It was like all these little metal pieces, and I had like 5 minutes to do it, and it was so stressful. And then I couldn't get Pablo through the little opening to get him out on the field because his head was so big. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So after that, and after we realized it cost thousands of dollars just to move Pablo over one town because he needs his own car, we decided, I think it was Matthew's idea, was like, hey, why don't we make Pablo an inflatable mascot? And yeah, there's the mascot.
There you
Cody's
go, chat.
shown holding this thing up.
That is the original Pablo.
Made of foam. This massive hat and head, the foam was pretty fragile, and I still have nightmares. And there's Mrs. Met behind. There's also a Mr. Met. And yeah, so I feel like I'm traumatized.
And here,
but now we have the inflatable.
Now we have the
Yeah, we can
inflatable.
see
There's
Cody's holding up the
Pablo.
inflatable there, and the inflatable fits in a little ski bag. And Matthew actually has been in the inflatable. Cody's been in the inflatable.
Yeah.
So they'll tell you
it's
pretty
spacey.
comfortable.
It's spacey. Yeah. Airflow.
It's spacey.
Airflow.
Yeah.
It's all you need.
Yeah, and that inflatable I think has dozens and dozens of appearances lined up across the country this summer, and I feel so much better that we can just throw it in a bag and away we go. So lesson learned. Right. Do inflatables when you have crazy proportions.
And it's charming and it's friendly looking, but we pushed, just like you're talking about in your designs here, we pushed really hard to get the dimensions right to make it look the way that Pablo is supposed to look. And we were rebuffed a little and told, you're not going to be able to walk in it, you're not going to be able to perform in it. And our answer, as you're defending here with all of these cool examples, is like, Pablo has got to be Pablo. And there is a way, and we pushed it really hard, and the outcome I think is great, and the mascot has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, you look at his little plushie here, which Fangamer did such a great job of. But like, imagine this if the proportions were wrong and he was like adult size.
Chris,
now
move it right.
Like
move it right in front of your face, Chris, for chat to see. Yeah, there he is. There's. I mean, look at that. God.
Mr. Pablo.
That's right. That's right.
Fangamer.com.
That's good.
Yeah. And Here's another cool thing. Derek Ortega made this for me.
No
But here we go. We
way.
got a little wooden sculpture. Derek's another designer that's worked with us on the backyard. But isn't that cool?
That's so
Isn't he
cool.
cute?
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun things. Chad, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for making it through some audio issues and a few first steps today, but we're getting there. So we're just walking through the incredible mind and spirit of Chris. He is our CPO and just absolute wizard when it comes to just the incredible, delicate but beautiful world building of Backyard and what that means, and starting with the GOAT himself, Pablo. So I think we're in a good spot.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Somebody just wants to see the tat. So hold on one second.
Oh, you could show that? I don't even know where it is on your body. You may have a picture. Yeah. Yeah. That's incredible. But chat, thanks for hanging out with us. We're definitely going to get to some derby action a little bit, see how Chris's hand is, because he really is the one you guys want to talk to when it comes to dialing in all those stats and skills in the game, because he really is gonna be the one that fine-tunes
Can we
it.
see our Pablo
There it
tat right
is.
here?
Let's go.
Guns.
It's on the guns. I feel like we need that on Instagram stories later.
So there's Pablo, always with me. I feel like he's my spirit guide. He's my spirit animal, you know. And I always ask myself, what would Pablo do? What would Pablo do?
Gosh.
So yeah, that's my tattoo. Forever a Pablo fan.
I love
Can't
it.
change my mind now.
Well, so we have a little bit of, some of the height and perspective of Pablo here. You want to go to the next page on this?
Yeah,
one?
let's go. Let's look at the next page. So again,
Yes.
this was exploration of more of a color exploration, which, I mean, come on, we were never going to not do Pablo's 101 or 102C, depending on what mood I'm in, or my Pantone colors. We were never not going to do the yellow. And so then we started just playing with expression, and Pablo's iconic. Pablo's a one of one, and this is to me, he's on the level of Snoopy or Mickey. Like, he's just looking at him evokes so much emotion in so many fans. So I think once we kind of landed in this direction here,
Yeah.
it was really fun to start going like, all right, let's start bringing them to life through expression. And then of course we had to translate him into 3D. So anyone that's seen Captain Underpants or Charlie Brown, the Blue Sky Charlie Brown feature film, or the one that Apple's about to release, we were really inspired by how they kept the design language, the original 2D design language, and brought it into 3D. And we wanted to do that ourselves. And so, the line mouth being one of the key sort of signature elements of Pablo, which is, can get really big, right? Like some of the drawings of Pablo, the line mouth is like halfway up his head, right?
Right.
And that allows him to express the ultimate joy, right? Not just happy, but like Pablo happy.
Pablo happy.
And so I'm really, really proud of the team at MegaCat, Dan, like I said, Dan, our art director, who have translated, I think, really faithfully Pablo from 2D into 3D.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Chris, there's a cool. Hey, Cody, before we
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on from that,
take me here.
I want to just call something out here. It's subtle, but it's important and cool, which is you are looking at side by side 2D elements and 3D elements, which is a really unique mix that we have in this game. We've got the player card with Pablo, and we've got the 3D Pablo on the bench. And it's cool to see that. And Chris, I wanted to ask from both like the producer perspective, from the art director perspective, what's the thought in how to continue to incorporate 2D elements into this game? Can we expect more? Is it going to show up in other interesting places? How does that work?
Well, first of all, someone in the chat just said they love the green hat. So I just wanted to show this super cool Pablo card here with his green hat. And that's a segue into, by the way, don't use blue tack on on walls, drywalls, because it just rips the drywall. That's just a fun fact. Guys, don't use Blue Tack. We
You
are
heard
not
it here
sponsored by Blue
first,
Tack. I will not take Blue Tack money ever because I cannot endorse them with a full heart. But yeah, Lindsay, again, being the sort of I think the heart of this whole enterprise of bringing this back, right? This all started because Lindsay grew up playing these games, loved them. Matthew and Cody also grew up playing these games. I was uh, in middle school and high school when these games came out, so I did not grow up playing these games, and I've learned to love them through vicariously through them. But Lindsay was like, "Hey, um, I want to keep as much 2D elements as we can," and of course, we're doing that. We did that in our animated special, but for the game, we wanted to be able to incorporate 2D into all the cards, right? And there's lots of elements in the game. Lots of when you boot up, if you notice, there's the cork board and with pictures. And one of my favorite things about the games is like the pictures of the kids at the pizza parlor, right? And the pictures of the kids at Weasel World. And you get this sense that there's this whole other life outside the games. And that is sort of what we're leaning into when it comes to the 2D elements of the new game, which is telling little stories that give a hint to the bigger world outside of the stadiums themselves.
God, so good. What do we have here? These are retro.
Here again, this we took inspiration from the original Backyard Baseball. I also, by the way, love the purple hat on Pablo. I feel like that's the rare rookie card purple hat. Like I feel like that's super iconic. And so this was our nod to the original through our own design language. So obviously we made some tweaks and some changes, but this really represented our commitment to the fans that, hey, we remember what you love and we want this to feel like what you love. And in the case of Backyard 97, I'm sure it felt a lot like what they love because it's a literal translation of the old game, just remastered.
Yeah.
But even in the designs and things like that, we really this is our way of telling all those original humongous, amazingly talented humongous team, we love what you did and we want to honor it. And when we bring this back, so I just wanted to share that as a fun side by side.
There you go. There you go. All right, and look at that class. I mean, this, it's just a beautiful, beautiful bench team right there.
I mean, nothing more iconic than the backyard bench. And again, this even in the placement of all the characters, this was our way of saying like, hey, we are here to bring something new into the universe, but it's going to be very familiar. And these kids that you've been waiting on for 10 years to come back and play with you, they're right back where they belong. Yep. Including in the very seats they were in before you left.
I even love this. Go ahead.
No.
I just love that the trees behind it are more full. It just feels like we've grown up just a hair, but we're still kids,
Yeah, you know what? We need a little shade.
Yeah.
A little warmer.
Yeah.
A little warmer out there. Yeah. And so, but yes, the bench is, come on. It represents everything amazing about Backyard. Look at the diversity of these kids. Look how different they all are. We know because we love the games, like we know they all have their own skills, their own strengths. But this is a ragtag. This is the Bad News Bears. This is a ragtag squad. This is not a travel team. This is a bunch of kids from the neighborhood.
I sure made a team out of a bunch of kids from the neighborhood a couple weeks ago. I'm still getting flack for that. Yeah. And then we have, I mean, probably honestly my favorite place in the backyard world, the clubhouse. I mean, tell me about this shot, because this is actually one of the first times I've even seen this image.
Yeah, so this is from the special, and it's a it was really our first exploration. You can see when we get to it, we don't have to jump to it now, but in the next slide you'll see that as we continue to push forward into the game, we added even more context and more detail to the clubhouse. But this was really our what was exciting was we've seen it from the inside, we've never seen it from the outside, and like this was our first iteration of what that might look like given the clues, the context clues we have on the inside.
Yeah. We definitely need to make some of these into posters. Chat MMA definitely agreed. Some of these are just poster worthy for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Eventually we're going to come out with a book about all this concept art, because there's so much beautiful concept art. And then you see here,
Bang.
we got to it. Now, you want to see the biggest mistake we made in the show?
Yeah, tell me.
All right, scroll back up.
Okay.
Scroll back up. And then if everyone can look at the game screen right now, what do we have? We got horizontal, or do we have vertical wood slats?
Ooh, vertical.
Yeah, they should be horizontal. So let's now look at the game clubhouse.
There's the game clubhouse.
Okay.
So you're telling me horizontal is canon.
This is when you got a little disconnect between the inside and the outside. So we have aligned that and killed the disconnect. And but you would imagine, looking at this, the way the ladder is going up and through, that there's probably a window to the left there, right? There's a window looking out that tree, all those branches. So this is starting to feel more consistent. And then, I mean, you got to have the aluminum power bat. You got to have that's got to be close at hand at all times. If you're fortunate enough to unlock one of those in the game, you got to make sure you got it handy. And then, as Matthew said, we got our kids only, which, again, this is a kids only world, right? This is a place where you get to be a kid again. Whether you are a kid or you once were a kid, this is where you get to return to that feeling of like, anything's possible.
Yeah.
I'm just my job is to have fun, right? Lindsay always says, what's the best job in the world? Is being a kid.
Being a kid.
So,
Jibbo Backyard Sports Center says we got to start over. It's all wrong with the board, so we just got to start over.
I know. Jibbo, we let you down, buddy.
Sorry,
we
man.
let you down.
But hey, we do. Yeah, go ahead, Matthew.
Reminiscent of our sod conversation last week.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Chris, you want to tell us if this is Kentucky blue here or if it's crabgrass? What do we
got here? A little Bermuda down there, Zoysia.
Yeah, I think this is what's Matthew. You're a Chicago native. I was imagining this is the Midwest here. I know originally Humongous is from Seattle, and so if we look out the window. In the original games, what do we see? I think we see, the beautiful mountains of the upper Northwest, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like the home of Backyard has never been defined, and it might be following its new CEO around, and maybe we're in the Midwest now. Maybe we're in Chicago somewhere. So what's the best grass in Chicago, Matthew?
Well, we like our Kentucky blue here.
Do you?
It does well in the heat of the summer. But Chris, more importantly, you are hitting on something very interesting that has been theorized on a lot by Discord and Reddit of where is Backyard Sports?
I mean, where is Springfield? Where is Springfield? We may never know. We may never know. But there are context clues, right? There's context clues at all the stadiums. And so I think as people start to play the game when it comes out and they see more of the stadiums, they might see some context clues in a place like Sandy Flats.
That's right.
They might see some context clues in a place like Cement Gardens or Tin Can Alley if they're back. Who knows, right?
We put some images out on social last week on Sandy Flats, and I really feel like that gives you that can steer you in the right direction there for sure.
It can.
Chris, I'll tell you one place I know where the Backyard is for sure. Right here.
Australia?
Right here. It's right here.
Right here.
Right here. It's wherever we are,
That's
guys.
right.
It's wherever you are, chat.
State of mind, Matthew.
And right here for you.
State of mind.
And on my guns.
State of mind. Yeah, this is all of my video calls. I use this for my background because I just, man, the like golden hour sun coming in. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's where you sat on this menu for hours as a kid sometimes. Like,
oh yeah,
you just left it on.
Yeah, this was so much fun to bring this back to life. This is actually from the announced video that we did, not even from the special. And we knew immediately that as the kids were gathering, it was like, well, how do we want to end up at a field. And we want to have this feeling of like moving through town and picking everybody up, but we got to get the clubhouse. And so we had the idea that someone throws the ball and Keisha's in the clubhouse, and what she's doing in the clubhouse, she's looking at the card book. And so I feel like even Keisha's feeling a little nostalgic in that moment. She's like looking at the cards and being like, I I got some good friends, man. I
Yeah.
got some talented friends too.
That's right.
And then the ball comes in, and because she's Keisha, she could just sense it. Boom, she reaches up, catches it, throws it back down, and she joins the squad. So
If you guys
this
haven't
this
watched
is
this special, go check it out on YouTube after this, like on our channel.
and if
Yeah.
you haven't watched the opening, like our
Yeah.
original thing, go look. I think it's like one of our first 10 posts on Instagram. So go do a deep dive on Instagram.
Yeah. Now this next one is really interesting, Chris. Tell me about what we're looking at here.
Well, as I was saying earlier, we get one view of the clubhouse in the games, and you could see in that slide before, we definitely faithfully recreated that. But that clubhouse is pretty big. Like go back outside and you look at it. That's like a small apartment in New York, maybe, right? That's pretty big, and it's a loft. We'll call it a loft in New York.
Yeah.
So what's really fun is as we start to think about storytelling and the world, and I imagine the kids spend a huge amount of time in this clubhouse, right? Not just when they're getting ready to play, but after they play, and maybe when it's raining outside, they got nowhere else to go. And so we get to start to fill in some of the world, and there's lots of little details in here. There's Teddy. The chat will know who Teddy belongs to.
That's right.
And
that's right.
so, and you got to have your lounge chair. But first of all, I have no idea how they got the lounge chair up there, but it's probably Keisha. I think Keisha's probably strong enough, and they probably had to take out a window or lower it down like Lazarus.
I feel like they just put it in before the walls were up, and they were like, it's staying in there forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they definitely found it on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Let's be real, because kids don't have any money to buy a chair. So
No.
they got that on the
It's
side
got
of the
like
road.
3 different
And then,
materials.
there's some tree branches coming through because you want to remind everyone this is actually a clubhouse. And then of course you got to have a little soft rug, which probably is not the cleanest rug in the world. And you got to have your skateboards, because we hear from our fans that the faithful few that love backyard skateboarding, that's
right.
one of their favorite games.
That's right.
So yeah, it's just starting to fill in the world, and what does the rest of this look like?
Yeah. Speaking of another perspective.
Let's talk Boomer 2002 ZAB. Let's just
Okay.
rip the Band-Aid off and talk about Pete Wheeler.
Oh.
Pete Wheeler.
Oh, you're gonna get into it. Yeah, go ahead. I see that.
Casting this thing was so fun. And how many characters did we cast? We cast a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about, do we cast kids? And of course, having worked in adult animation, I've had the fortune of working with just some amazingly talented adults. And I think when we thought about the show, we decided that this special hopefully is the first of many things we get to make, and adults can keep their voices in the same range longer than kids can. And so that's why we decided to cast adults even in these kids' roles. And also because there's a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek there of like, you're revisiting the backyard and your recollection of childhood and that spirit of the backyard. But maybe you're looking at it through a slightly different lens now. And so this was a slight little nod to that too, to the original fans who grew up with this as kids, but now are probably the same age as a lot of our voice actors. And so Pete was one character where we didn't go with a Southern accent, and we hear you, fans.
Yeah.
So if we're fortunate enough to do more of this, we will. You will get to know that we heard you loud and clear.
There you go. There you go. And there's the back and
here's the
forth.
clubhouse.
Yeah, clubhouse as we know it in the new game.
Yeah. This is the beautiful clubhouse, which we got our little clanky doll there, and we got our VHS tapes, and we got our cork board, and we got our cards.
I need this clanky Mona Lisa photo, Chris, so bad. Like,
yeah,
I didn't even know about it until Lindsay called it out a couple weeks ago, and I was like, that is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. And we got a little Melon Head love there, because I don't know what everyone's favorite team is, but Melon Heads is definitely This is the big one.
Yeah.
You know.
Now,
Chris, is there a detail in here that is your favorite? There, as Cody pointed out, there's a lot of really subtle stuff in here that is, and people called this out too about the animated special. Clearly, the teams behind it, beyond ours, just the people that we've worked with, really understand this brand because it's chock full of Easter eggs to find. Is there one in here or somewhere in the animated special that you're just really proud of, or that's your favorite?
You know, I think the Clanky doll is my favorite just because I really want one of those, and I'm hoping at some point soon I can get a Clanky toy. Let's all manifest that together, chat. Let's
we need
manifest that
Clanky.
together.
We need Clanky.
So, yeah, I think the original games, there was a Clanky little toy there. So I think Clanky. And then I grew up huge card collector. I was a big baseball card collector when I was a kid, and so that cards book is probably my favorite thing because that's immediately if you threw me in the clubhouse, the first thing I do is be like, let me check out their card collection, see what
That's
they
right.
see what they got going. They got a rookie Pablo, you know.
Yeah. What do they got?
So
Yeah.
I also like the socks, Adam Powell 4778. Yeah, I got. What would our second favorite? If Melon had, I like. You know, I'm Australian, so I
Yeah.
got to go with the Wombats. Got to go with a good Wombats team. I think they're pretty cool. I don't know. I think I have a jersey here somewhere. Do I have a Wombats jersey here? Look at this. Look at this, chat. Look at this awesome jersey.
Yeah, let me see if I can switch you to this.
Boom.
There you go. Here,
Wombats.
chat. There's a Wombats jersey right there.
Yeah.
So good.
The little wombat on the side here. Look how cute he is.
Do you have the Melonheads jersey right there too?
I do. This
that's
is
so good.
This is pretty solid here. Where is it?
And it was really cool, guys. You guys got to check out our events. Oh, there you go. That's there's the hockey one right there. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
the hockey one.
Yeah.
This was worn by the hockey team
Super
ago,
cool.
or 2 weeks ago, maybe a month
Yeah.
ago now.
Yep.
And then we got Backyard Sports repped on the back. We got the this was the Florida Everglades. So that's their logo on the side.
There you go.
But yeah, solid, well-made hockey jersey if you're hockey fans out there.
That's all right.
How many Backyard hockey fans we got out there?
And
We'll
check
get
it.
one for our events. We have check out backyardbaseball.com. Look at our events page. We, from now all the way through launch, all summer long, we are going to be on the road. We're going to be with Big Pablo. We're going to be demoing our game, and we are going to be activating at major and minor league stadiums all across the country with some special giveaways, some special swag, some fun exclusives. So what Chris was just showing off is just a small taste of what's to come this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, the special one for me was being in New Orleans for the May Street Classic and seeing the Wombats face off the Melonheads with a couple college teams with some kids. It was incredible to see just the colors together and camaraderie. Play like a kid.
Chat says this is giving Blues Clues. This is giving Blues Clues. Do you agree?
It does have the right line texture there for sure.
Also, some eagle-eyed fans they've seen this Iron Giant behind me.
Yeah. Here, let me
Stephen
switch.
Frank, who was one of the board artists on Iron Giant. That was an original piece by him. But I would say, pound for pound, greatest animated movie of all time. Brad
Whoa.
Bird,
Legend. It's up there. It's emotional for sure. I still get emotional on it. Yeah.
It's a perfect movie.
Well, I know.
Just so we're keeping score at home. No to Blue Tack, but yes to Brad Bird.
Yes, massive yes, huge yes to Brad Bird. Let's do a triple header of Iron Giant, Ratatouille, and of course The Incredibles. Man, let's just do it.
Let's manifest that too. Let's get more animation out into the world, and then let's do a feature, and we'll see if Brad Bird is,
That's right.
That's right. Come on, Brad.
We're gonna get into some derby action in a second. Just see how well the master Chris is at such things. But I want y'all's live reaction to this chat. Team lineup, they said here. So you tell me how well this team would do. Pablo, Pete, Keisha, Ahmed, Amir, Angela, Mikey, Luann, and Ronnie. It looks like they added too many, but yeah. No, that's a 9 right there. There you go. How do you feel about that lineup?
Okay. So, Pablo.
Yeah, done.
Everyone
Pete,
Pablo.
Speed.
Pete, probably your leadoff hitter. You're
Mhm.
bunting with Pete.
Yep.
Keisha,
Yep.
Keisha probably batting cleanup, maybe cleanup.
Yep.
I got to get Pablo in second because I
Okay.
want Pablo to get as many at bats as possible, but I also want Pablo to get as many ribbies as possible. So I need Pete on at least, but I don't want to wait too long to put Pete in.
Sure.
So I like this. I like Ahmed and Amir together.
Yep.
I think they're
Combo.
a
Combo.
dynamic duo. They'll give you some offense. They'll give you some defense. Angela probably got her on the bump. She's pitching.
Yep.
Um, you know, Mikey's got power. I hope
It's a
he's
tough
been
one.
taking his vitamin C. I hope he's not sick. I hope he's gonna get the rest of the team sick. You got to think about these things, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you don't
you
want
gotta
your team
think
out
about
with
it.
the flu. But I'm gonna say yes to Mikey. What I really want to know is what are they looking for from Luann and Ronnie?
Yeah.
You know, you got leadership. So because I think you need leadership with Ronnie,
There you go.
because he can get a little down on himself.
Yeah.
But that's that. I think they owe it to the chat to kind of give us their breakdown of
That's
really
right.
where they're slotting in Luann and Ronnie. But
Yeah.
otherwise, that's a solid.
Yeah.
That's a solid.
Actually, I like this comment from Adam. He says, I learned what an RBI is from Backyard Baseball. And I think that's a really cool part of what Backyard Baseball was created to be, which was truly educational in the way that it was built. And I think I've heard Lindsay talk about wanting to keep that spirit because, like, I've got a son of my own that's learning baseball, and we're sitting down with this game. And it's super easy and helpful to like explain like and the movement and the strategy behind base running and when to throw where. Like it's just such a great part of this game that I love hearing that, Adam. That's cool.
Okay, and then
As we're gearing up for gameplay, I think that's an interesting way too to talk about, Chris. That this game has got a stretch for people who are like Cody's son's age and are playing baseball in games for the first time, and it's also got to work for adults that are playing this game for 30 years and have kind of mastered it already. So I know you've got a big hand and an opinion on that. How have you tackled that so far? And with Derby, I guess, is the example.
yeah, I think that we always think about like what makes backyard, right? And there's some amazing video games out there, right? There's a lot of baseball games out there. And what makes backyard first and foremost is the kids, right? This is a game that started with 30 kids, and of course it layered in additional kids into the universe as time went on. But it's the kids, so you got to make sure there's meaningful differentiation between all of the kids. And like any neighborhood, if you're pulling 30 kids in, you're gonna have to kind of get to know those kids because when you look at an NBA team MLB team, it's pretty clear right away. They're giant, they're athletes, I mean, what I love about baseball is there's some dudes in baseball that you're like, man, can they even make it to first base? They just do not look like they're in shape, but they just got insane hand-eye coordination, right? I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about Max Muncy, right? You look at Max Muncy, you're like, that is not an athlete, right? But dude has insane like he must have 2015 vision, but insane hand-eye coordination. But when it's kids, you got to kind of play them and figure it out. And so that the first thing is making sure that we represent those kids in a way that's authentic to the way they originally appeared.
Yeah.
Second thing is it's got to be something you can pick up and play quickly. And I think a lot of sports games, I think Lindsay's talked about this, but a lot of sports games are just overwhelmingly complicated. And we would err on the side of being more arcadey than more simmy, right? We have things like undergrounders and power ups and all these things. Like there's a fantasy element to the world, which is again what makes backyard really fun. Like you don't have crazy bunts except for in the backyard. And so when we think about the game, first and foremost, we just want it to be fun. Fun first, quick to pick up. But as you said, Cody, we got to satisfy a 6-year-old kid that doesn't know what a single is or RBI or a pickle, but also a 36-year-old kid at heart that wants to be challenged. And so that's our goal. And we're doing that every day. That's our focus is how do we make this, Lindsay always says like, this is going to be the most accessible sports game on the market. We have to deliver on that. And that means make it challenging enough. And so that means obviously we're going to have to create modes and scales that allow you to make it more challenging or less challenging, depending on where you come in. But we will deliver on that. You will, if you're a sweaty gamer, as they say, there's going to be a lot for you to love about this, and there's going to be a lot of challenge for you. But if you want to just roll up and treat this as a cozy casual game, you're going to be able to do that too.
That's right.
As the MegaCat team likes to say, easy to learn, hard to master.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Like brushing your teeth.
That's right. Well,
we all do it. None of us do it well.
have you ever tried brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand? I tried it the other day. It's terrible. It's so bad. Do it tonight. It's so hard.
To the gums.
Yeah.
Do it gently.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's I don't think we're all very good at it.
I
really
like
think that's something we all need to get better at.
Have you seen like the mouth guard toothbrushes now where you just like put it in, like it just fits like a mouth guard, does all the work. It's great. I think of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that one out. I don't.
Your dentists in the chat. Let us know what you
Yeah.
think about the.
Lindsay's gonna love watching this.
We wanna know.
Yeah. But hey, look, last week we got to show you guys Sandy Flats, so we feel like it's only right, maybe after a little gameplay, to talk a little bit more, maybe show some more looks of another stadium. So, we were kind of debating, seeing like Chris, what's one of your favorite stadiums in the new game that we can maybe check out?
Oh, there's so many great stadiums, but I think Cement Gardens is my personal favorite because there's so much storytelling going on in Cement Gardens. And, just even from the original game, I think I pulled up a slide and showed the original Cement Gardens, but like there was a block, a neighborhood there. You're clearly you're not in the same street as Ekman Acres. You're not in the same street as Ernie Steele's house. Like this is a more urban setting. And that got us thinking about, well, we know what the suburbs kind of look like because we've got the clubhouse. We can see out the window of the clubhouse, right? We can see kind of trees there are, but like what is this town center? What is this all about? And getting to the limitations of 1997, where they weren't able to really add as much detail as we can add now, meant that was like a beautiful blank canvas for us to fill in. And so we were like, we gotta structurally keep this the same, but what's the shop in left field? Like, what is that? And what's next to that? What's across the street? And who lives in the apartment buildings, or are those apartment buildings, right? Those are all the things we get to like noodle on as we're building out the world. Yeah.
Well, all right. So Chris playing for Cement Garden today. Matthew he was playing for Tin Can Alley last week. You want to stick with that, Matthew?
I think I've got to. There was a lot of interest from the chat, and I came out strong and then quickly floundered.
Yep.
Lindsay put on an all-time performance, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But I'll rep Tin Can again.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll let Chris go first. I'm always playing for Parks Department, field number 2. Just a Parks guy. So we've got
Are we
Chris.
doing some sound, or
let's
go no sound?
Yeah, let's do a little sound. There we go. There it is. Actually, this music's addicting. You sit in the clubhouse, you got to have a good tune.
Oh, I mean, music is such a signature of this brand, and we are having a lot of fun building on top of the legacy that's already there. Well, I've never played backyard at a small scale before. I'm gonna try this though. This is gonna be interesting.
All right. He's learning the ways now.
Chris,
Matthew.
Music. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Who are you gonna be? Like, do we need to be, Cody, tell us the rules here. Do we need to be different characters?
We'll go first to 3 wins. So, and I Lindsay was mean last week, like just putting us on crazy pitch and Kenny. I think dealer's choice here a little bit, or our visitor of the day. So Chris, you tell us.
We'll go Big Keisha.
Okay, you go Keisha and then Classic.
By the way, did everyone see the sign that says "Play as all the backyard kids and more"?
And
July
more
9th?
and more and more. Chat.
Interesting.
And
all right, just wanted to make sure
more.
everyone saw that. See
and
the
more.
2D pictures there? Did everyone notice that?
Yeah.
Let's see. Is Clanky gardening today? Because sometimes
Is
he's
he?
gardening.
Is he?
Sometimes
He's
Clanky's
off
taking
day.
the day off.
Off day. Off day.
He's taking the day off.
Okay.
All right, Big Quiche.
There it is, Quiche.
Get it done. I'm gonna lock in now.
All right.
I'm gonna
All
lock
right.
in.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Matthew and I will keep chat going. We're gonna let.
Got a little delay here. Oh, wait. Let me get on.
There you go. There you go. There it is.
Quiche. I mean, can we just admire Keisha's swing too? Like this thing is
Yeah.
this. And you know what I love about Keisha again is just she's funny. She's the class clown, but she doesn't mess around either. She does not mess around. She comes to win.
That's right. All right.
And I'm here. I'm here for it, Quiche.
Matthew, what do you see earlier? You worried about this? I mean, here's what I learned about Chris is he understands the multiplier combo of further distance hit. So he purposely hit short early just over the fence.
Chris has spent some meaningful time on the leaderboard. I'm sure people have seen it, but I am low-key very intimidated.
I've got a lag here, guys. I've got a lag here. It's killing me. I gotta lock in.
Okay.
Gotta lock in. Quiche usually doesn't miss in regular mode here.
Yeah. Yeah, the smaller screen is tougher for sure. I encountered that last week.
Yeah. This is but if I go full screen, I can't see you guys. So I want to be able to see your beautiful faces.
For sure.
We had to make sure to handicap you a little bit, knowing what you're capable of.
Exactly.
Well, you know, Keisha, what I love about her too, look at these shoes. Look at these shoes she's rocking here.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to the game, dude. I'm looking at her shoes.
The texture of her hair and the way it moves. Keisha is a beautifully designed character.
Yeah. We did, for the show, we tweaked her color palette a little bit for the special. But she's also got, you know, pretty iconic fit here. But those shoes, like, come on. She needs a deal too.
Yeah.
You need the deal too.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm sure we've talked about it already, but Chris has hit a home run off of the truck in right field. People who haven't played this yet or haven't seen this, there's actually a pretty cool little animation in here where when you hit it, the stuff inside of it jumps up.
Yeah, if you play
so
with
satisfying.
Kenny and you realize hitting home runs is pretty hard with Kenny, you'll hit those bushes in left field and you'll see a little squirrel run across the field too, which is fun.
Really?
That's right.
And yeah, so there's also if you hit it to center and you hit that little fence in center, you might get a little what we call interactable.
And
And
I don't think I've seen that yet.
yeah.
yeah, it's very fun. So what we want to do with this world is make it as interactive as possible, right? So that's why what you noticed there. Oh, guys,
no.
I can't talk.
I know it's hard, isn't it? That's why
It's really hard.
it's working.
Because I'm looking at the field and I'm trying to describe it. Oh, well, thank God we're doing more than one round.
That's
I have
right.
not acquitted myself.
That's
well
right.
here.
First of 3. And Matthew, while he's finishing, if you want to go ahead and share your game for us in Discord, I'll
Big
start getting
Quiche, I
that
let you
ready.
down.
I'll go next.
Oh, what an embarrassment.
22. Okay, I feel.
You know what, Quiche? I'm still clapping up. I still love you, Quiche. It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me.
Not you, it's me.
All right, so 22 is the score to beat. I'm gonna take over here. I think this is gonna work. So if you want to go ahead and mute your sound, Chris, I'm gonna take a little bit over. We'll let Matthew get his game ready.
Ernie Steele is a bit of a clown too. I agree. I love Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie reminds me of all tall kids from middle school that were all arms and legs.
That's
just
right.
lanky. You know?
I'm a night mode guy. Did you go 90 or 120? I didn't see. What was your time?
I think I went 120. Let's go 120.
Okay.
Yes, in the chat. I mean, I don't know what you guys feel, but Ernie Steele, I feel like his dad might be in the trucking business. He might be in the trucking business.
Think?
You know, maybe maybe that's this is the weekend. He's parked there. Maybe
That's
this
right.
is the spare truck, you know?
Man, the smaller window is tricky, Chris. You're like,
Yeah.
old eyes.
Yeah. Oh, looks gorgeous. I like that you're going night mode.
I know.
Too.
I can't not. It's so hard for me not to go
Yeah.
night mode.
Yeah.
One bummer about night mode, Chris, is I guess Clanky is sleeping, but he's or charging up again. He's not cleaning the field.
I know. Clanky might be on strike right now, guys. I don't know. Maybe he's just like, I'm not doing my chores anymore.
You know, they just got
And-
they got him pitching all day, cutting at night. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, that puts a lot more pressure on Ernie because now Ernie's got to do the
right.
lawn, right?
That's right.
Because Ernie's parents are, they don't want to be doing that. This is Ernie's using this field for baseball. He's got to mow it. He's got to take care of it, right?
Yep.
Teach him responsibility.
Yeah,
They've sacrificed all their livable space for Ernie to have this yard. He's
That's
got to
right.
keep it up.
he's got to do it.
Yeah.
Chat, yes,
Yeah.
there will be create a player. We did. I think we were able to show some images of that on. Is it on Steam and social? I think you could go see that image.
The
The
what you're
creative
seeing
player
on Steam is where you design your season team.
Your season
So-
team. Yep.
That's that cool image
Yep.
with the bobblehead.
Yep.
Where you can design. It's not create a player that you're seeing. It's actually
Create a team. Yeah.
which is a cool feature and a cool new. We've only got a screenshot on Steam, but there are some cool features within there that will be revealed sometime soon, where you can actually see how that works.
I'm so pumped. So pumped to see how we get
I mean,
to make our own team.
it's pretty cool to think about how much just amazing information there is. Just
Mm-hmm.
coming soon, chat.
Yep.
And I feel like we're gonna break a lot of news here, right? Like this
I
is gonna
think
be a
so.
good place for us.
I
To,
think you guys
There's
deserve it
already
first
been
for hanging out with.
between-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first looks at some of the animation and some of the behind the scenes, like truly never before seen exploration that has been really cool. But we're gonna get a new field too, one way or the other.
That's right.
It's just a matter of who's.
That's right.
Matthew just locked in right now. Can talk and play baseball at the same time.
No, this is Cody.
This is
I'm
me.
not even sure if I
I
can
g-
talk.
I thought Cody's locked in. Look at him.
The-
That's why he's been so quiet.
I know.
Cody,
Well,
what
yeah.
square root of 9?
Oh, square root of 9.
Thank you.
Yeah. 3. I actually liked math.
Cody,
I really liked math.
997.
Do what?
We want to see.
You want to see it? Well, I got to get my bonuses before I get up there, so I'm just like easing in.
We got time.
We got time. But yeah, multitasking gets me in trouble in my marriage for sure. I have to think about 14 things at once to feel normal. So being on stream is fun for me because I'm like, chat, hey, Chris, Bale, Matthew, game. But Lindsay, she could throw you off. Her commentary will get your swings. Like, man, I'm excited. We should do a Kenny run for one of these rounds because I was inspired last week to see that. I'm talking too much now. To see Lindsay's capability with Kenny was incredible. 38 points is crazy.
Unreal.
38 points.
Unreal. My
It was
high with
amazing.
Kenny, I think, is like 11.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
But man, when you
Yeah.
find that groove, it feels really good. You're like, these are lasers over the head.
It does. I'm always floored when I see some of the leaderboard stuff, and I think being on the leaderboard with Kenny is maybe the ultimate flex.
Yeah.
It's a huge flex.
It's a huge flex.
Yeah.
It's also proof. We talked about this last week. It's also proof that first of all, you can do it with Kenny,
Right.
and second of all, that every player is built differently, and there's a reason for that.
All right.
Right? There's a
35.
whole lot to explore that's not derby, and you
That's
want
right.
those players to have that diversity in skill.
Well, I'll tell you, if Kenny was on the mound, none of these high scores would be as high as they are. Clanky, he's reliable, but he's no Kenny on the mound.
That's
There's no Kenny on the mound.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
All right. Let me see what I can get here. Hold on 1 second, team.
Cody, let me know what you can see. I am sharing.
All right. There's Matthew. We'll switch you out. You got your game up?
I got it
Yeah,
up.
I see you. Okay, guys. Give me a minute. We got Matthew up, so if I put him. So leaderboard wise, what are we looking at? I mean, I've seen a lot of scores going here. I mean, there's some big hitters on out there that I'm impressed with.
Yeah, but 54 with Kenny by Marquis Dubois. First of all, Marquis, it's amazing.
That's
you can
right.
both be in the game and play the game. It's legendary.
Yep.
Really.
Yep.
It's meta. That's That's got to be pretty impressive there. What's our crazy pitch leaderboard looking like here? What's
Let's see. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get our game up. Don't know if I'm gonna get.
Is Kenny still on the leaderboard at 50 something for regular?
Yeah, I think
he's
so.
54.
Yeah.
54. He's top 10. Top 10.
Super impressive.
Matthew, if you had to go on a road trip with anybody on the backyard bench, who are you sitting next to? Who's this is just like purely for company.
Purely for company. Well, it depends on the mood that I'm in. If I want to just be entertained and laugh the whole time, I think that I need Gretchen, who will talk the entire time and tell stories the entire time.
Yeah.
But if I am not in the mood, we're taking Lisa and we're going to sit in silence the whole way.
Yeah. Like if you didn't talk, Lisa would probably not initiate anything the whole time, other than maybe to judge, like, you're going left here? Really?
You know what's great about Lisa is no interest in filling that dead air.
That's
No,
right.
no, she's very comfortable with silence. I would imagine.
That's
but I think she would definitely be secretly judging your driving.
Sure.
You know?
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah. Inside. She wouldn't feel the need to say it, but she'd be thinking it. She'd be thinking it.
That's
Modern
right.
day Lisa would not say a word, but then come home and vlog about the entire trip.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like if you took like Kimmy, it would be candy for the first hour, and then you'd both just go major sugar crash after that.
Exactly.
Yeah. You'd both be kind of struggling the rest of the drive until you got more candy.
That's right.
It'd be a roller coaster. That's what I'm saying.
All right. I think we are set, Mr. Matthew, if you want to go ahead and take us away on the game.
Yo, primero yo.
Love it.
Thanks, Adam Powell 4778. We love making those crazy pitches in the new short.
That's right.
I mean, crazy pitches are awesome. What's your favorite crazy pitch, Cody? What's your go-to?
I mean, the freeze ball's getting me, and it's becoming my favorite. But like from a use standpoint, I always loved using the elevator in the originals. Like, it's just such a quirky concept of the ball just all of a sudden shooting up. So I like that one a lot. But I mean, the color on the crazy pitch, what you guys picked for it in this new game is like one of my favorite color schemes. I don't know why. It just is this fun, like, I don't know, like that turquoise or whatever you call it on the crazy pitch path, like contrail. Yeah. Love that.
Looks great.
What about you?
It looks great. I agree. All of that. Shout out to Nate and Dan and the entire Mega Cat team. Nico, who's our amazing producer. James, of course, the head honcho over there. But that Mega Cat team is, really like fans first team.
That's right.
And as I think this game is a testament, every single detail, I think one of the things you don't appreciate from the outside sometimes when you're a fan of something is just when it's an animated world, nothing exists. Everything has to be built from scratch. There's no props that are laying around. So everything needs intention. And that requires a lot of care and attention to detail. And again, we're fortunate that we have such a great roadmap in these original games, but all the little details, all of that is just love. And it's just like, hey, we want people to feel like they could step into this world. And so when Matthew pulls a home run right here, he's going dead center. But next time he pulls a home run, you can look at the little skateboard, you can look at all the little details just off screen that you normally don't see but have been thought through. That little green chair, maybe that's a sibling's little chair to watch. Maybe the parents sit out there. There's a little scooter.
That's right.
So
I'm letting you art direct my round, Chris, but it's really messing me up for the leaderboard.
Trying
to throw you off.
And when you hit that high fly ball and you can get a whole view of the field.
Yeah. We got to get some windows breaking too. We got to get some. We I think one of the cool opportunities we're going to have, and in this game is creating fun surprises for people that really make the field and the field of play and the neighborhood feel alive. And so there'll be lots of those kind of things that we're looking to do.
Even
It's
just
really, I think that's one of the things that I enjoy the most, you know, as like taking my playground hat off, but being a fan, is this world is so rich with detail. It's one thing that the game is fun to play and the mechanics are rewarding and fluid and it feels nice. But the fact that there's so much to look at and so much to explore. I mean, what other simulation style, arcade style sports game can you spend more time in the menu looking at features than you can actually play in the game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look at those clouds. Look at those clouds too. And they're just like, there's a certain shape of cloud that feels like Saturday. Those are Saturday
those
clouds.
are Saturday clouds.
Those are Saturday clouds. Saturday in June clouds.
Ooh.
I finished all my homework.
Early
No chores left.
early June,
That's
no heat. Not too much heat, you know.
No, not too much heat. Not too much heat. You know, you can see those clouds are subtly moving, so there's a little breeze. It's not too hot yet. Not too hot.
That looks like a foul ball home run. That one looks pretty good.
Oh, controversial.
Oh,
controversial.
there is some weird ones on the edge for sure.
Adam Powell, the fireball is tough to hit. You gotta kind of just
It's so
anticipate it.
tough.
You anticipate it.
I still think the freeze ball is the one I can't figure out. I mean, it's been humbling. I think I hit one on stream the entire time last week.
It is. It's kind of like whack-a-mole. You gotta just
That's right.
You gotta just feel it. 34,
That's
great
right.
score. I agree, Jump Driver. I think a mega stream with all the top 10 leaders would be amazing. Would be awesome.
Yep.
Good idea.
Yep.
Good idea. Jump Driver, go reach out to all of them. Make it happen for us.
There we go. There we go. All right,
I'm happy with what I got. It's not going to get me on the leaderboard, but pretty solid performance. 34.
That's right.
Great performance, Matthew. Great performance. While you were talking, too. Come on.
He did it. He did it. There we go. All right, we got Chris back.
78, by the way, for most home runs. That feels crazy.
Yeah. What? Read off the top 10. I'm not looking at it right now. Read off the top 10.
Yeah.
For
So
us.
if we're talking about most home runs, 78, 62, 47, and then everything after that is in the 40s. So there is a huge disparity at the top.
Yeah.
With high scores. Max distance, we're maxed out at 997, but it's a major accomplishment to have gotten it. And points, 99, 78, 65 are the top
Frankie's
two.
back at work, guys. Frankie's back at work.
He's back at work.
Field looks extra beautiful right now.
Let me get your game back up. Hold on one
Oh
second,
no, where's
guys.
my mouse?
Who is the better and who is the broken
Hold
ladder?
on, chat.
Oh, good heavens.
All right.
All right, lock in, CP. Lock in. Lock in on your tiny screen here.
That's right.
Let's get it. Let's go 997. Let's go
Okay.
997. That's the challenge with this round here.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's not gonna get me there.
Hold
Oh,
on, chat. I'm
chat.
getting him.
This is a little glitchy for me here, guys. There we go, Pablo.
That sounds like an excuse.
Yeah, no excuses.
Well,
they're counting on you
that does.
for Cement Gardens.
Pablo, that's what's getting me this streak, Pablo. Just one good swing after another. Oh, spoke too soon.
There we go. Got it.
How do
Sorry
I make
about
this
that, chat.
bigger?
Yeah, we'll have to do some rework to get you full screen. Because you got two monitors going right now, right?
I do, but everything's on one monitor right now. But that's okay. I'm gonna lock in anyway.
Chris, I know you're focused, but chat has an interesting question. Will there be random people in the neighborhood walking around the background during the day, like someone walking their dog or someone on a scooter?
You know, we are filling in this world. And there will be lots of there might even be people driving cars down streets. What do you think of that, Chad?
I love it.
I love it.
Love it.
Bonus points if
I
you
will
knock a
say
window
my
out.
First reaction. Oh, sorry, Cody.
I'm just gonna say bonus points if we knock a window out and the car driving by.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Certainly how I used to play at the driving range was trying to hit that cart, picking up the balls.
Yes, that was like such a fun little bonus challenge for people is when you see the cart driver out there, and you know they're it's like Mad Max style. They're not getting hurt, but it's just a fun to try to hit a moving target on a golf cart. I guess this was like Top Golf before Top Golf, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yep.
good heavens! This is
My first reaction to this comment is more of like random people just walking through the backyard, like get out of here.
Yeah, we have laws for that, guys. We have laws for that.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, if I don't break 20 here, we're doing Ahmed tattoo.
Okay. Okay.
Chat, you heard it here first.
I mean, it's on him.
I gotta lock in, or I'm getting an Ahmed tattoo.
Chris picked the tattoo, but you get to pick where he puts it.
That's right. You guys get to pick. Oh no, I need 2 more. What have I got myself into? That
Yeah,
was
you
almost
did
too
it.
soon. Oh, one more, chat. Oh, thank God. I mean, nothing against Ahmed. If I was getting a tattoo, he would be high on the list. But I'm not ready for another tattoo. Just gets over 20.
Little
Guys,
early,
21.
Let's take a look at this leaderboard.
Yeah, what do we
I
got?
used to be on this leaderboard.
Man.
That was a long time ago.
78 home runs.
I've not acquitted myself very well. I have to say, no excuses there, guys. That's just
Yeah.
Chris, we know what you're capable of here. I will say, second time on the stream, it's different playing by yourself than it is in front of a live audience.
It's so
It is.
humbling.
It is
So humbling.
It is so humbling. But this is definitely going to make me get on the leaderboard tonight, so everyone can see what I'm made of in real life. But you know, shout out to 99. That's like what I'm trying to imagine is when you get to 99, how fast are those pitches coming at the end?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to see video evidence of these. Like I can't even fathom it because once I hit mid 40s, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, chat, if you guys are playing this and we know that you are, record yourself playing.
Yeah.
Send us content. We want to see it. We want to see you playing it. We also want to show all the people talking about the freeze pitch is not freezy enough. The fast pitch isn't fast enough. It gets there. It's freezy enough and it's fast enough and it's hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
And
for
that
sure.
that was one of the big things with Derby was, you know, you want it going to your earlier point, like you want it to be accessible, right? You should be hitting home runs in Derby. I've done batting practice in backyard baseball in 97, and I've hit dozens and dozens of baseballs and not hit a home run. And it's actually a little frustrating, right? So, but how do we make it challenging enough for people? And that's where we really came up with this idea of increasing challenge as the round goes on, and then a reset, and then that challenge increase is steeper in the bonus round, so it gets faster in the bonus round.
The reset's
so that's
humbling.
why 99 is so impressive.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take on the Kenny challenge. I just feel like he deserves a good run here. I'm gonna go night mode for good luck.
Okay, man. Respect, Cody.
Yeah, because I mean, so what was that total for you? So if I have 0.1 from the first round, what do I got to beat here?
Well, if you're trying to get on the leaderboard, you got to get 42.
Okay.
Or 54 or something. But to beat me, I think I only had like 20 or 21. I think is what I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a poultry score. A poultry score.
Chris, what was your
But with
first
Kenny, that's tough.
Yeah.
What?
What was your first round? Do you remember?
There we go. Go. Oh, I made
I
it.
don't even know. 23 maybe, something like that. It was. I have not impressed anybody today. I'm not impressed anybody.
Okay, that's 2 over. That's 2 over, fam.
Cody, what was your first round score? You remember?
32, I believe it was. Golly, Lindsay's
You doing
38.
cumulative
Just
here?
do what?
Were you doing cumulative or oh no, you do best of 3. Right?
Yeah. So I took game 1. So I got 1 point
Oh
on
no,
you.
sir, you did not.
Oh, you got me?
Not with my 34.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you beat me. I didn't see that. That's on me.
But as you saw last week, I come out strong. in that.
Mm-hmm. There. Look at that bounce. Look at that bounce.
Getting +2s. It's getting +2s.
It's not gonna be enough. Gosh, the timing is everything.
Timing is everything with Kenny.
Man,
it needs
it's a
to
little
be
late.
perfect.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to see the yellow to blue in the smaller screen. I'm encountering that, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get over. Get over.
Chat says after you hit 3 blues in a row with Kenny, you can switch to power. Is that
okay?
We're
Is
gonna
that
need
true?
video proof of that. I'm
Easier
serious.
said than done, but yes, I think that's.
If I hit
makes sense
3,
to me.
what
I
is that
will say there's
pitch?
something about the way Kenny plays. It feels like riding a bike, where like it takes a minute to start it up.
Correct.
But once you're going, then you're cruising.
Yep.
Get a little
Yep.
rhythm.
I gotta get these misses out now. There we go. Get over. So they're saying 3 hits and then maybe try to switch to power.
Ooh, chat.
Ooh.
Who's your favorite NPC opponent? Somebody just asked if NPC opponent kids will be returning. I gotta know.
Ooh.
Who is your favorite? Matthew, do you have a favorite NPC opponent?
Do I have a favorite NPC? I don't know if I do. No, I don't think so.
I gotta go Jay Green, maybe. Maybe Chico Papas. Chico Papas is just such an iconic name.
Certainly
you know?
my favorite name.
Correct.
Yep.
Like you want to know. I mean, Star Moonbeam. I'm imagining her parents definitely rode around in
For
a
sure.
camper van, and they were friends with River Phoenix's parents for sure. Star Moonbeam definitely had hippie parents. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Deadheads for sure.
Yeah, Amy Bostwick. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. That every kid has a story in the backyard, though.
That's right.
you
That's
know,
right.
Hopefully they get to tell theirs.
Yeah.
At some point,
Cody, how'd you finish?
10. That was brutal. Brutal.
Respect.
Kenny.
No. 10 with Kenny. Very, very respectable.
Yeah, after watching Lindsay's 38 last week, you're just like,
Well, that's another level, but that's
right.
That's elite. But
That's
you
right.
were respectable.
That's
You were
right.
respectable.
That's right.
I
Okay,
think
so is
we got
Matthew
more
up or
Matthew and I were
Chris?
talking about Sod and
Chris, you're up,
Garden.
right?
This is,
Matthew's up.
Matthew's
this is
up.
going to be me. And give me 1 second to just share again.
No, you're good.
I think I got to go Kenny,
You think?
right?
Yeah.
Cody, let me know when you got me.
Yeah, hold on 1 sec. Let me fix it. All right, Matthew's up.
Oh, did I mute mine?
Oh, let me fix my audio so we're not hearing a double up.
No, that's me. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Did you do 120 again?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Let me know when you're good.
You're good to go, sir.
I see your Kenny and I raise you Kenny.
He sees my Kenny and raises me Kenny. I respect this.
I'm ready to roll.
We got your name tag in there now too.
I'm sorry to have cut off that voice line because it is my favorite.
Step Rider, it's time to play.
It's all right. You're all business right now. You're dialed. You're ready.
I gotta lock in. Let's
Yeah.
make sure we get this online drive
Yep.
as we know.
Yep.
For backyard glory.
A little early.
Chris, you still with us?
I'm still with you.
All right.
Still with you.
All right. Just making sure. Chat, you still with us? Thanks for hanging today, guys. It's been a fun one.
It has. I gotta say, the best thing about Backyard are the Backyard fans. We have, whenever I go out, and it doesn't matter where in the country I am, if I'm wearing this hat or a Pablo Sanchez
right.
shirt, people stop me on the street and they want to tell me about their experience with Backyard. And we just have the nicest fans. And the internet is a strange place sometimes, and it's very lovely that we have like a wholesome corner of the internet known as the Backyard. So keep it up.
It's my favorite
up,
place. And I can't wait to meet more of you guys out there,
Yeah.
Come to our
Yeah.
events. Come say hello to us. We're almost always the ones working it, and we want to meet you. We want to see you out in the world. We're fans too.
Yes, we are, and we love to hear from you.
And I know
not
in
fans,
chat,
not
did
performance.
anybody plan on going to any of our games this year? I mean, I think I know MMA is gonna meet me at the Rangers game, July 8th. So chat, let us know if any of you guys are venturing to one of our theme nights.
You know what's going to be probably the one I'm most excited about, because I just think Oracle Park is one of the most beautiful stadiums. I mean, by the way, City Field, beautiful. PNC Park in Pittsburgh, come on, unreal. I love Dodger Stadium. I mean, at 5:45 when the sun's going down, I mean, it doesn't get any more beautiful. But Oracle Park right there on the water, July 26th, Pablo Sanchez bobblehead night, gotta be there.
That's
Gotta
gonna
be
be
there.
so special.
Yeah.
Would you ever do a?
5:45 at trying to get
Boston?
into
We're
Dodger
gonna be at
Stadium.
Boston, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Just the
Oh.
Mascot collabs are just so fun, you know. Mega
Yeah.
Daffy Sauce at PAX East. Man, PAX was such a blast. It was one of my favorite gaming experiences.
Have you seen this Pablo bobblehead?
Oh,
Look at this thing.
here, Chris, we'll flip you over in just a second. I've got Matthew up right now with his game, so
Oh yeah.
hang tight. Sorry, that's on me. We're switching through all the cam looks right now.
Teddy's in the chat. I think I'm pretty sure everyone hopefully will get to meet Teddy next week.
I think we should.
Teddy's one of our writers, but also on the social media team, and one of the OGs, and also an OG Backyard fan. But Teddy has asked me to remind fans that Pablo will be at Fenway. And Teddy's a huge Dodgers fan, but he also really appreciates Boston because of how many great players they've given the Dodgers. So we will 100% be at Fenway, and the iconic Fenway Park with the iconic multi-time champion Boston Red Sox. And I don't know if Teddy will be there. He definitely will be at the San Francisco game, but I don't think Teddy will want to go to the Boston game. I don't think so.
I'm excited to get Teddy on here for sure. So Matthew, what'd you end with that?
I ended up with 9.
Oh, I
despite
beat you by
getting
1.
from,
Okay, so
first round until the bonus, but you squeaked by.
I
Adam
squeaked
Howell,
by.
Teddy was named after Luann's Teddy, and I'm so glad that you caught that. But
That's
Teddy
actually
was
cool.
almost named Luann, and arguably should.
he was. He was. In fact, Luann is Teddy's actual name, but his nickname is Teddy. So we call him Teddy. But
Yeah.
as most Luanns, you know, probably you always have it short for Teddy. But Luann is. You guys will meet Luann soon, and he is an absolute legend.
That's great.
But you can call him Teddy if you want. Once you get to know him.
Yeah.
But if you see him out in the world, call him Luann. He's a little uncomfortable with Teddy if he hasn't met you before.
Yeah. Okay, Chris, are you ready for your second round here?
I'm going again. Who am I going as this time?
You got to go as Kenny. We got to see your Kenny play for
this
round
is gonna
2.
be- I mean, guys, I've been so terrible. Let's just trifecta it. Let's just make it happen.
I want to see it.
All right, sound back on. You know what, guys? I got to go full screen here. What am I doing?
Are you sharing? Yeah, go ahead and share for me.
Oh, am I not sharing?
I don't think
I'm
you're sharing.
on.
You're
I'm on the screen. Yeah, I didn't. I'm here. My camera's. I'm gonna be facing away, guys, because I'm locking in here with Kenny. I mean, I wish. I don't think it's gonna do much good. Let's go Kenny at night though. I haven't
Whatever
gone
it
at night
takes.
yet.
Whatever
Wait,
it takes.
I'm not getting your game. Are you sure you're sharing in Discord?
Matthew, can you see?
I'm seeing session results, which is not my screen.
That's
maybe
mine.
Cody's.
This is mine.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing yours in Discord.
Eddie, are you seeing me? You seeing my screen? Because I can see it in the chat.
This one's mine right here.
Yeah, but then I'm seeing mine next to yours. Let me see.
Oh, weird.
Change stream? No. Stream
Oh,
quality?
let me
No.
see.
Pop out stream? More options. Show my share screen? Yes. You want me to unshare and share again? We can
Yeah,
do
let's
that?
see if we can get that. Sorry, chat. We're trying to get switch. This is the benefit of couch co-op, where you can play all together.
That doesn't That doesn't mind. They know we're still figuring
know
this stuff
what's
out.
up.
They're patient with us.
That's all right. You guys are awesome.
Like I said, we got the nicest fans in the books. Okay, can you see my screen now?
There we go. I can see it, so now I'm about to give it back.
Got a really strong arm for pitching.
Yeah, you do, Kenny. But we're not pitching today. We're hitting, buddy.
We're bitching and we need you greatly.
Score the most points.
Oh, I can hear the lawnmower, but I don't see
I
it.
don't see it. He's
Frankie's
around the
good.
corner.
Look at that pool back there too. Isn't that lovely?
That's so good.
All right.
There we go.
Let's
All right,
lock
Joe.
in. Lock in. Oh, I went power instead of line drive. Come on.
See, I do that
Kenny.
all the time.
Oh, Kenny's got incredible bat speed. Can we agree?
Yeah, it's speedy. Oh,
Well, we saw right last week. We saw the Batana.
the Batana, yeah.
Oh yeah. When he's done,
One of the coolest animations I think I've ever seen.
yeah, that's a flex. That's a flex for sure. Oh, get out. Get out. Get out. Don't you guys love how Clanky watches the ball?
Yeah, I did notice that the other day.
He's so invested. He's so invested. Oh, I needed that third in a row, guys.
I almost had it.
It's that Clanky has like a emotional sentience, and he's
Yep.
invested in whether he's. You think Clanky wants the home runs? Like, is he programmed for
Right.
wanting to give up home runs?
I think he, my feeling about Clanky is he's here for the kids, and I think Clanky can be a little diabolical sometimes. He gets a little I think he forgets and he starts throwing some crazy pitches, but for the most part I think he's playing mind games with these kids. I really think he's jealous because he wants to be a real boy, and that's all. Get out. Get off that. Yes.
I need
Nothing
like
a little bank shot home run.
I need future lore on like Clanky's origin story or something. Chris, I'm gonna put in word there.
I've got an origin story.
You got an origin story? Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
One day maybe we can do like a Treehouse of Horror with Clanky becoming a real boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Gosh.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like we've got some great stories to tell about Clanky, and if we're fortunate enough to do more animation, I feel like that needs to happen. Because I don't know about you guys, but if I had a friend when I was a kid that had a robot, that didn't get out.
Dang, it was
For
close.
Glory. For glory is
For
what I call
glory.
it. For score. For glory.
For glory.
That there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I played this game for so many hours, and I really played like Teddy today, and that's not like me.
What we can say for sure is that the energy and love that you have poured into this game translates in what we're seeing on the screen, just not in your performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say amen to that, because I could not have played any worse than I did today. But I'm proud of the kids. I'm proud of the
That's so
kids.
good.
They did their best, and it wasn't their day. It wasn't their day.
And you know what? As we've talked about a lot on the streams, on our socials, but it's not just about winning, and that's what makes Backyard such a fun place to hang out. Is sometimes it's just about the fun of play.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so here's what
Fun.
I'm thinking. We got, man, this today flew by. We've got 10 minutes left. So here's what I'm thinking. We do one more round crazy pitch. Winner take all. Winner take all. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, let's ask Pablo.
Oh, Pablo, what do you think?
A round of crazy pitch, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Oh, that looks like a yes to me.
Gosh.
Does that look like a yes?
He's just so
Looks like a
friendly.
yes.
I don't think he ever gets mad. All right, crazy pitch
Yeah.
120. Choose your own player. Totally fine. Okay, let me get my sound back too for you guys. There we go. Huzzah. Gotta go,
Oh.
Pops.
I mean, the joy Pablo shows when he gets picked is
He's
it's really
He's happy.
He's got love of the game.
That's right.
Love of the game.
That's right.
I like to believe he never gets angry.
No,
Oh,
no.
oh, we got it. We got it.
Pablo has Mamba mentality, right? He's failure is just one step closer to success. You miss, but you learn something from it.
Mhm.
You make. You don't get too high. You don't get too low. Just stay in the moment. Stay in the moment, Cody. Stay in the moment.
There we go.
You're thinking about the last
Spitball.
pitch. Oh, see?
Spitball.
Stay in the moment.
That's a good pep
Knocked it out of
talk.
the park.
I feel like he'd be a
Love
good
to
coach, Chris.
Love to see it. Look
There
at
we
this.
go. Back to
Oh,
back. Back to
oh.
back.
Give the man some fireworks.
Yeah.
Give the man some fireworks.
There
And
it
2
is
points.
again. That's a lot of
Both of them.
fireworks over the game here, you know?
Yeah.
That's an expensive bill.
Yeah. You're doing a phenomenal
Boom.
job here. Look at this. Look at this.
We're
Oh.
fine. Just wait for the freeze ball, Chris. It's impassable for me. Gosh, I thought it was
Whoa.
one. I thought it was
thought that
one,
might have been
and
a freeze ball.
I got scared, and you just can't get in your head.
I'm telling you, Clanky got in your head.
He did. Get that spitball.
Oh, the spitball. The spitball.
The sounds are insane on the spitball.
Yeah. If you have that condition where people chewing in your ear bothers you,
Yep.
you're gonna hate that spitball.
It is, which
What's that condition called? What
it is
that
one of my
called?
biggest fights with my kids is their chewing sound. So I 100%. No wonder that. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So, Chris, we've seen obviously the 3 characters and their fireworks at night. Obviously, there's more that we have not seen. Do you have a favorite animation or favorite firework that is coming that we can tease?
Oh, yeah. I would say probably. I mean, first of all, I do love Keisha's. I think Keisha's is pretty adorable. But of the ones we haven't seen, I'm gonna go Ahmed. I'm gonna go Ahmed. Ones we haven't seen. But yeah, I just can't wait for everyone to see what we're cooking up. We're cooking up.
Well, we have some exclusive stuff that one of us is going to get to share today for sure, but definitely more that we're going to be sharing very soon. So I'll plug our socials here. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you like to hang out on socials. That's where we're keeping fans up to date, where we're sharing all the cool information about the game, and of course, getting to share all the sneak peeks that we're putting out with more coming very soon.
Oh, guys, Cody, it's his kryptonite. It's his kryptonite.
It's and the slow ball back to back on me. Come on.
Hey, 23 is not a bad score. And look, 24 now.
Come on.
And he's still got an out to go.
Yeah,
24.
Got it.
Speaking of Mamba mentality, okay, now we're 25.
Got it. Let's go.
Give him 2 for that.
Yeah, come on. Give me
him
2. Oh, so close. Come on. I need one more.
365. You got to go 356.
Oh,
come on.
that's one.
That foul call, very questionable.
26 is not bad for crazy pitch. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. That's good. All right, so it's to Matthew now at this time, all right? That's good stuff.
All right, batter up.
All right, so let's see what we got here.
Who you going, Matthew? Who you going? Who you locking in on right now?
I got to go Pablo. Crazy pitch is no joke. I really struggle here. But I'll go Pablo at night to keep it consistent.
Chris, we might have a double up again, so.
Cody, are you ready for me?
For audio?
Hold on 1 second, Matthew.
Sure.
Get you all taken care of.
My sound's on. My sound's off.
It's off. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I think we're ready, Matthew.
All right, so
Got you going.
Matthew is locking in. He's got all the kids on his shirt, supporting him.
He's ready.
Who? How do I get back to the chat? I'm
Cody, you good?
Yeah, ready for you.
Cool. All right. Ole. Here we go.
All right, 22s to beat.
It's time to see who's
22.
22.
He's locking in. Look at the focus. Look at the focus, but it's calm. It's calm.
ready to swing.
He's dialed in. Pablo's walking up.
Here we go.
Love this. And Pablo's business, because you know he's business, because he's putting that hat backward now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Time. It's business time. It's a good start. It's a good start. He went oppo.
Out of the
Oppo.
game with a regular pitch, so.
Oh,
See
you gotta
those
love
colors,
that
those
effect,
colors
right?
though, man.
Yeah.
See, it's fun to
Oh.
watch when you're not having to swing.
He Clanky is being unfair here.
Yeah,
he
he
threw
is.
2 just unhittable pitches in a row.
See, this is where I think Clayton gets all his like frustration out of the day. He's like,
Mhm.
those kids, I'm gonna cut this lawn again. I'm gonna give them some crazy pitches.
Time to
Yeah,
mess these kids
exactly.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Clanky. This is when Clanky gets extra oil. That's when he
Yeah.
throws this.
Yeah.
He's been oiled. He got the WD-40 going. He's ready to rock.
That's right. There it is. Matthew feeling
There
good.
it is. There it is.
That one's headed
Oh.
to him, too.
Don't let me get hot.
Jeez.
That might be a new
Got a +2er.
Dialed.
+2er. Oh, he's oppo. That's fair. That's gonna stay fair. One of my favorite details of this little field is the hose.
Yeah.
You know, got a lot of green,
Didn't even.
and we needed to break that up a little bit. And the hose just makes it feel like nobody's got time to put that hose away. You know?
Well, even the
They
skateboard
water
to the
it a lot.
left, nothing's put
Yeah.
up.
No. Kids, this is impromptu. They rode their skateboard, threw it to the side, and ran out on the field. You know, nobody's got time to clean up.
Yeah.
You know? And
As a homeowner with children, I relate strongly to that. I think my favorite detail, though, is the worn patches of grass where all the action's happening.
Yeah.
yes, you gotta kind of breathe some life. We got some weeds out there because let's face it, as much as Clanky's taking care of that lawn, weeds are gonna come, especially you get some rain. And but wherever the kids have been running around and standing, we got to have a little dead grass there. It's makes the place feel real and lived in.
Ooh, someone in chat, Adam's talking about the themes, like kind of hearing Pablo's new theme. I'm curious, like Chris, what are some of the themes that you're really pumped about?
Oh gosh, Ernie's got a banger. Luann has a really good. I mean, I got to say, Johnny Shore, our composer, has shown proper deference to the inspiration, but he has gone absolutely ham in bringing the backyard to life musically, both in the animated special and in the game. And boy, do we have some musical surprises for fans coming in the next few months. I can't say any more than that, but hold on to your hats. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Hold on to your hats. All right, you want me to do one crazy pitch round, or do we have time?
Yep, this is you. This is you, sir.
I gotta say, I felt good about the performance. It just wasn't enough.
Sure.
Night mode. You betcha. You betcha.
You betcha.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Flipping
Are we
it to
seeing? Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Let's lock in.
I think we got
Lock
this
in.
game switched down now, chat. We'll be ready for next time.
Can you break a new home run record?
Oh, too soon.
Got you.
Strike early. Loving the font, though.
There it is.
Get out. Get out. What you got, Clanky?
Ooh, a little fireball. You wanted that faster last week, I heard.
I did. What you got for me, Clanky? Show me the money.
Nice.
Going oppo. Oh, too soon. Too soon. All right. Oh, popped it up.
Moonshot.
Popped it up. You know what, though?
Moonshot.
I don't think Dimitri's making that play. Oh, there we go. Give me
There you
2
go.
points.
He's got it.
Oh, too late. too late. Come on. Oh, wasn't paying attention. My bad. Didn't even get his thing off.
You gotta. It's hard to be dialed on this, man. On chat. Yeah.
It is. You got to be fully committed to the moment. Late. Oh, popped it up.
Oof.
Oh, this is truly embarrassing, guys.
That's okay. I like winning. You know, I like winning.
The chat says R.I.P. Tin Can Alley. Yeah. you
Right.
both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Pablo.
There it is.
There you go.
He's
You
finding
can't
the
keep
rhythm.
Pablo down.
He's finding the rhythm.
Oh, is there anything sadder than that sound?
Gosh,
It's so pathetic.
It's so insulting. You question yourself after hearing it.
Good job, Pablo.
The secret weapon strikes
He's coming back. Matthew, what'd you have?
Oh, too soon.
I had 16.
Okay. And I had 22, I think. Or 10.
Yeah,
I had
22 or 23.
No. I had
23.
Yeah. That's right. Kenny
You know
was
what
my
it is, too?
10.
I haven't played this in a while.
Dude, I don't play crazy pitching up, that's for
Who
sure.
loves the crows out in right in center field?
Ooh. Gets you again.
Come on.
Gets you
that was
again.
my moment to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then I wasn't paying
Now
attention
he's
to the next-
distracted. Oh.
Good news is we can see in your screen, beat your best 42. So we know what you're capable of.
That's right.
I
That's
know,
right.
I know. You know what it is too? I gotta say, I'm just gonna make all my excuses now. I usually do play
Sure.
on my PC. I don't usually play on the old Mac.
Oh, that's
no
what it
excuse.
is. All right,
No
next time.
excuse.
Next
How
time.
great
next
that
time.
we can play on both, though.
That's right.
It is great. And folks, I know someone asked that in the chat earlier. You can play on your Mac. Not only be able to play Derby on your Mac, you'll be able to play the full game on your Mac when it comes out if you're so inclined. So we are here for all of you.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go a hair over because we have a payoff, right? We told them we would be playing for a stadium look, and we'll definitely share this out on socials like tomorrow or something. But I feel like, Chris, an honor of you joining us for the first time today.
Well, it's golf, right? It's low score wins.
Well, that's what it is. We're gonna give Chris the honors. I want to see Cement Garden. I think that's where we need to go.
It's a generous move, Cody.
I know.
But as the winner, you get to make that call today.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. Good things come to those who wait. So Parks Department number 2, you're just gonna have to wait a little longer. So Cement Guard, especially because the tie-in with the special. You got me jazzed about it, and I was like, it needs to go to Chris. So Chris, Cement Garden, are you ready to show him?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Slow reveal. There she
Oh,
is.
look at this beautiful stadium. And you know, the original, let's look upper left.
Yeah.
We've got a light green. I want to call that like a lime, maybe a meringue lime building.
Oh, right here.
We've got an espresso cart there.
Yeah.
We got parking spaces.
Yeah.
We got some kind of red brick building. We got a fence. And you know, that's the information we got. And so we thought if the kids are playing in this alley, they probably have hung out here a lot in this little parking lot.
Yep.
And so what drew them here? I want to say it was either the pizza or the comics, and maybe a combination of both.
That's a combo.
And then you got to wonder, for them to play in this parking lot, like maybe does one of the kids live in one of those apartments right there? Because those are, you know, businesses aren't putting flowers outside their windows. That's residential. Right. So I'm thinking somebody's parents might be parking in the red parking spot there, you know, and then we got some apartments because this is some city living. We got, I don't know, maybe there's like a train track in center field there in the back. We got some sky-rise buildings. We got more. This is work, live kind of situation.
Sure.
I mean, you go to the comic shop, then you go upstairs, you go to bed. So, I mean, this is, I don't know about you guys. I want to go visit this neighborhood. I want to go.
Oh, I'm in.
Here.
I'm going.
And who is this superhero? Like, are we getting that comic book? Are we ever getting that comic? I want to know.
I hope so.
Is.
I hope so. Yeah,
And
dumpster shots right there. Just
And look, one of the dumpster lids is open. I don't know. Can you hit the ball into that dumpster lid? Like, what's in there? Is there maybe an animal in there? I don't know.
Ooh, a little
I don't know.
steel, like steel truck payoff. Okay.
That's right.
Well,
So
and-
I love this. Nick's Pizza made an appearance in the special. If you haven't watched the special yet, check it out. So we've featured that now in the game and in our animated special, and the worlds are colliding. The worlds all are of one voice and one piece.
Yeah.
And this is just a small example of us taking the original and then just fleshing it out and
Yeah.
starting to think about all the details that go in. And you can't see in this angle, but that espresso truck, those kids are probably shouldn't be drinking espresso because they're already jacked up enough. They're already pretty pumped.
That's right.
Imagine Kimmy on espresso
Jeez.
or Gretchen.
Not good. Not good.
How cool, Chris, how cool that you just mentioned this, but you can watch the special and see the kids in Nick's Pizza. And then
Yeah.
you'll be able to go into the game and play at Cement Gardens where you can see and actually like hit the ball to Nick's Pizza.
That's right.
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but if you watch the special, you can see our conjecture is Nick is Tony's dad.
That's right.
So that means Tony, and I like every friend I had whose parents had a small business, they were working on the weekends. They
Yep.
were working well before legal working age. At
Yeah.
14, you'd be
Yeah.
like, dude, can you come help me do X? I had a friend that his parents had a shoe shop, Ken's Shoes. And I always had to go help stock Ken's shoes so that we could go out and play.
That's right.
I never got paid for that. So I'm thinking Tony and Angela are constantly having to work at Nick's Pizza because dad has got them.
I think
helping.
The Del Vecchios have to live in one of these buildings. I just see it, like right above or something.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like mom and dad are they're running back and forth. They're helping the kids with the homework. They're slanging pizza. They obviously host the pizza party there.
That's right.
'Cause we've seen all the kids in the pizza party. So yeah, I mean, again, it's just all part of the world building, and it's like a neighborhood you want to live in.
That's
you want
right.
to live in there.
I love that theory.
I love it.
And if you go to the next one, you can kind of see some of the little. And by the way, big shout out to Dan Wang who helped reimagine this environment in such an awesome way. But taking these amazing little photo references of what a little when you're city living second floor, you don't have a garden, you make your own garden.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make your own garden in the windowsill. And we wanted all of that life to be just filling this world. And of course, you're going to get to see this from many angles, not just this angle. And there's lots of other little surprises in store for people when they see it.
Chris, it's one of many reasons why we're so lucky to have you here today and also on the team. But what a cool behind the scenes look. We're all game fans ourselves too. It feels rare to get a glimpse inside to even like the references that we're talking about, but it's clear that the details really matter to you and the whole team of artists and developers on the MegaCat side that are helping make this. But you can see it come to life now, and it's so cool and so beautiful, and we're lucky.
Yeah, well, I agree. And I think what I want the fans to know is there are hundreds of people that love this world as much as you. And we hope that you're proud of what we're kicking out. And like, we are doing this because we understand how much this means to all of you, how much the world means, what it makes you feel like. And we want to like triple down on that. And so there is no stone unturned. We are pouring everything we have into this world, this universe, everything we do, whether it's the hat Cody's wearing, the shirt I'm wearing, or all the environments, like everything matters. We love these kids. We love this world. We love our fans, and we are here to do right by all of you. So keep sending us love on socials. Keep sending us your ideas. We're listening, even when we get it wrong. I hear you on the Pete thing. We've pivoted there, but we love this world, and we're here to make this the best thing in your life. The backyard
The backyard.
is back.
Let's be
Backyard.
kids
Play
forever.
like a kid.
Just-
play like a kid.
Everyone be
As
kids
Matthew's
forever.
saying, and I'm owning it. Play like a kid.
That's right.
So I can't wait for July 9th. I can't wait to like play this with fans
Oh yeah.
at all of our events that we got. And we've got a lot of cool stuff happening this summer. So keep spreading the word, keep wish listing. The more people plan, the more we get to make. So we're in this together, chat. We're in it together.
That's right. Well, chat, I think that'll conclude for today, but we're glad you're with us. Please hang out with us on all the social platforms. I think they're getting linked right now in the chat, but hit us up. Come hang out next Thursday. We're around, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Right.
See ya.